Hey guys, what's up? This is TFE Gaming and this is FIFA 20, all the new features that you need to know. Okay, so the first feature we're going to talk about here is Volta. Volta is a game mode that is basically FIFA Street but inside of FIFA 20. Since last year, after the FIFA Street mode was inside the journey, it was kind of expected that EA will come out with the FIFA Street mode soon. And now we have it. Volta allows you to customize your players, like having a male or a female, shirts, sweaters, shorts, everything, and you can even unlock more of them as you progress through the in-game challenges. It also has 5 stadiums around the world, that's Tokyo, Amsterdam, and some rooftops they talked about, and the modes like 3v3, 4v4, 5v5, and even a professional futsal league. EA announced another gameplay mechanic called the Authentic Game Flow, which allows the dribbler of the ball to get into a better position for a more consistent 1v1. The game is now going to recognize and reflect the user skill, which makes a difference. While they said they have increased the flow of the game to a 1v1 standpoint, they have also improved it by reducing the amount of AI defenders helping the teammates. The team is now acting as a whole rather than before the dribbler was in charge of all the runs, thus creating more space and counters in FIFA like never seen before. There's another feature that has been requested a lot and they actually finally informed us about it. It's called the new composed finishing. Finally, the new composed finishing, the new shooting overhaul that everybody was hoping for is here. EA announced that they have worked on a new system which helps players to finish better in front of goal rather than missing an open net from 2 yards in FIFA 19. The gameplay designer mentioned that the shooting mechanics are now much easier to shoot when you're inside the box, but you can also miss if you're outside the box, so it's like better for realism. This overall balances the fact that you can now finish more consistently when you work hard enough to beat the defense of your opponents. Strafe dribbling. This is the new feature they've advertised, and probably like every year there's a new dribbling feature every year, and this year is called strafe dribbling. Well, anyways, it doesn't really sound that interesting on paper, but strafe dribbling can help you beat some tackles, as I've seen, maybe change some fake shots or like just after it. Or strafe dribbling is basically a series of animations that they've added that can help you keep moving while you're holding the ball in front of the defender, and if you get tackled, maybe you can get some space out of it. This is something that we will be waiting for to try it out and see how effective it turns out to be. New penalties and free kicks. Finally, after so many years of the same old free kick mechanics, we have something new. Though I still believe it needs some help. The new free kicks and the penalty systems are now driven by a circle that you aim at your screen like a mouse pointer. The system is divided into 4 sections, one being aiming, positioning, power, and spin. The first step is to aim your pad and choose where you want to strike the ball. You can also choose between 3 standing positions, that's wide, normal, and straight, using a right analog stick. Each position gives you a certain advantage regarding the spin, power, or the tip of the ball. Power this year works differently. More power will result in a driven shot and less power will result in a looping finesse type shot. After powering a shot, you add your spin to the ball. To apply a spin to the ball, you perform gestures with your right stick. These are the controls for that. You can also press the shoot button again to time the shot and use time finishing to add less power or less error to your shot. Okay, so the next feature I'm going to talk about here is ball physics. EA are claiming they have totally rewritten the system of ball physics so that it behaves more realistically to the spin applied just before the ball makes contact with the player. This means there are more realistic bounces rather than those awkward bounces in FIFA 19. You can see this clip how differently the outside foot shot behaves, helps you to create more different passing lanes rather than before. This ball physics system helps you to create multiple shot types like power shots, finesse shots with different outcomes like before. The latest shot that you have now has a dip onto it which can rise and drop, and it completely depends on the ball trajectory. The new skill moves. Finally, we can confirm all the new skill moves that have been added to the game, and the first one being is the lateral heel to heel, which has not been shown yet, but I believe it's a variation of a simple heel to heel. And then there is the feint exit, which has been shown in the first Volta trailer. If you remember, it was performed by Raheem Sterling, And then there's this new skill move called drag to drag, which nobody has an idea about and it's not been shown yet. And the last one being is the flare roulette, which was performed by Vinicius Jr. on their reveal trailer. Pro Clubs is finally getting an update after 5 years of stale content, and the new customization and traits have been added to the game with a detailed menu for customizing your pro. The new graph system has been added to manipulate the height and the weight of your pro so you can get the perfect stats that you desire. The level of customization has been increasing in terms of the face creation of your pro, and there are literally thousands of options to choose from. They've added a player trait system with about 30 new additional traits so that you can customize your player as much as you want. The biggest addition and probably the best one that I can say is the house rules in Pro Clubs. The new house rules added last year in the kickoff mode are in the online experience this year, and you can play the new house rules like survival and the king of the pitch and all those kind of stuff inside of Pro Clubs, which I think I cannot wait to try out. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching and make sure you do all the good stuff like, subscribe and peace.